This is really a wonderful turnout. Obviously, a lot more people than we expected, which is a great thing. So thank you. I know the weather outside is frightful, but we're going to have a jolly good time. So thank you. My name is Mr. Padilla. I am the Assistant Director of Technology here at Upper Saddle River Schools. And it's my pleasure putting this all together for you. First and foremost, though, I want to thank all the students and staff who are here tonight presenting and helping out. So we give them a round of applause, please. We have over 20 tables full of information, over 30 students helping out, and 30 teachers. I'm so excited for you to see what we have in store for you. As I was preparing for tonight, I was thinking about a little story that my cousin shared with me a few years back. He was really into basketball. He has a son, at the time he was 5, and he loved playing basketball. So my cousin went to buy him some Kobe Bryant shoes, and he saw they're too expensive, so he saw the D Rose shoes were on sale, and he got D Rose shoes. And I was happy for that, because the Chicago Bulls are the greatest team ever. So he got him his D Rose shoes, and his son Trey didn't even know who D Rose was. So he got home, he went straight to the computer, Googled it, started watching these YouTube videos on D Rose, the fast break, the crossover, the jump shot that he used to have, and he got so excited. He watched all these YouTube videos for a couple hours. And after that, he went up to his dad and said, "Hey Dad, let's go play some basketball outside." And they went out, and this 5-year-old kid was doing these crossovers, attempting, he was doing all these moves that he learned online. And I thought that was great for a couple of reasons. Number one, he took the initiative, he was interested, and he knew where to go to get that information. He knew to go online, he knew to use the internet, YouTube, and study. And then he found that information and put it to use. He got to go outside and play basketball. He's doing really well. In fact, I just saw him in September in Maryland at some conference. It was really neat. And I thought about that, and I thought it was really interesting because students already know where to go to access a lot of information. They know how to use the internet. And with that in mind, I think it makes our job as educators that much more important. Because yes, they know how to get on the internet, but we want to make sure that the students, when they get on the internet, they know how to use it. They know how to use the technology properly. They know how to do research properly. And they know that not everything they see on the internet may be true. So it's a big responsibility of ours to teach that digital citizenship, internet safety, proper research, and all that. So that's one of the reasons we're here tonight, just to show you a bit about what goes on in the classrooms and how we're teaching some of that. So thanks again. It wouldn't be a presentation of mine if I didn't reference the 80s or a movie of some sort. So I'm doing both in one slide. Last Friday, I was at a conference or a workshop, and I saw this scene from Ferris Bueller. I just want to share it with you briefly.
Adams, here. Adamley.
Here.
Adamowski. Adamson.
Here.
Adler.
Here.
Anderson. Anderson.
Here.
Bueller. 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 Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
So classic scene for a movie, and obviously it's meant to be comedic, so it's a bit exaggerated. But it got me thinking when I saw that. You know, going through school, elementary, middle school, high school, I actually had teachers that were very similar. I would sit in the room, and they talked just like that, monotone voice, would sit in the desks. And I was in college, and I had professors like that. That drooling person on the desk, that was me one day. It's terrible. And I've been here for 3 years, and I've had the pleasure of observing almost every single class here at one point or another. And I'm proud to say that I've never seen anything like that. The teachers do an amazing job with the students. I always say we have a lot of great technology, but it wouldn't mean anything if we didn't have all the great teachers behind it. So I love what I see in the classrooms, and that's another reason we're here tonight, just to showcase some of what the students are learning with technology every single day in the classrooms. Last year, we did the Hour of Code for the first time as a district. Every single grade level, every single building did it. They did at least 1 hour. It was a great experience. It's a national initiative, worldwide initiative. And so this year we're taking part in it again. I just want to give a quick preview about some of the things you're going to see in the multi-purpose room when we move down there. On the top left, Mrs. Van Riper did a coding class in her gym class. And at first when she approached me, I was like, I love that you're interested, but I wonder how that's going to work. How are you going to teach coding to second graders in a gym class? And she came up with this great idea where she created a grid, and she used the students as programmers and robots, and they ran through the grid, or walked through the grid rather, following the commands of each other. And they learned the basics of programming, telling a computer what to do, and seeing what happened if you made the wrong, inputted the wrong code or anything like that. And the students had a great time, and it was really a really interesting lesson to introduce coding in a non-traditional way. And you're going to see a bit about that in a multi-purpose room tonight. Make sure you check that out. Chromebooks, it's obviously our first year with the Chromebooks. We're now 2 months in, and I have to say it's been a really great transition. I've heard a lot of great stories from the students already. We still use iPads in Reynolds, and they're doing great, and the 4+ years that we had the iPads, they were wonderful. But since we're a Google App district, it just made sense to move forward with Chromebooks. The students have adapted them very well. And in the bottom left, I had the pleasure of visiting Ms. Aldrich's class early in the year. And she takes the students in and she shows them a bit of how to do research, and she shows them about the library, where to find things. And she could have done the typical, let's do a tour around the library, this is where the graphic novels are, Superman will always be Batman, this is where the fiction books are and all that. But she got really creative with it, and she created a QR code scavenger hunt. And so the students took out their Chromebooks and they went around the room and they were looking for these little QR codes that are like barcode scanners. They scanned them with their devices and pulled up a website. And then they opened up the website and answered questions. And it was a really interactive way to learn all the different areas of the media center. And the students loved it. And it was great seeing teachers using technology to elevate their lessons like that. Bottom right, I was working with Ms. Friedman, and I saw an excellent lesson she did with the 5th grade students here in Boca. She took it upon herself to learn an editing program called WeVideo, where you can edit videos online. And she decided she used to have this project where it was a poster, and she would ask students to just write about themselves, their favorite food, number, color, and they would make a poster. It was a nice little lesson, but she wanted to redefine that using technology. So she used WeVideo, and she created videos where students would actually record themselves, they'd speak to the camera, and they'd write the text. So now you have so much more than just the written work. You hear them speaking, and as a teacher, it's a great artifact to look back on at the end of the year to see how far they've progressed. So just a few things I want you all to check out tonight. She won't be talking about WeVideo, but there will be other WeVideo stations there, so definitely take a look at those. I don't want to talk too much because it's a student-driven event, and one of the things I like most about it is that when you go to the booths, the students are really going to be doing the majority of the talking. So I want to have a few students talk briefly tonight. I'll expect